Oh baby, we are back, boys. Don't I sound so freaking good? Yeah, I do sound pretty good. Let's see here. Pretty good. Pretty good. Okay, I keep doing that. I just click away like that. I just click my just click like this in between buildings. I don't know why I do that. I just do. Um, just got out of a war with San Fran, Tokyo. I think it went pretty well. The first attack of the day was me, and the problem was that I did not um I didn't account for the fact that there would be stronghold troops, and guess what? They were janissaries, and I had all heavies on that side, and they just chewed through my heavies so quick, and then I got destroyed by the silos. So I should have accounted for the stronghold having troops, but I didn't think about it, so I lost that. Boo-hoo. Boo-hoo. Either way, I'm back. I've got the internet speed now is up there. We are good to go. We had 20 megabits down, 0.7 up last time. It's technically 0.1, but or one, thousand, but it's not always that way. Now we are sitting at 120 down, 12 up. So I'm able to actually stream really well, guys. You have no idea how much I've been waiting for this day to come. So I was able to fandangle with Comcast, speak to the right people, make some deals happen. I was able to waive my account fee. They usually charge you like $100 deposit up front for new customers. I was able to waive that fee, and I was able to get myself the 100 down. And I think it's supposed to be 15 up or 25 up. I don't know yet. So lower the music just a little bit. And here I am. Let's see. Oh, we're pretty high in metals, so let's go ahead and drop metals here. Sweet, sweet deals. Alright, let's lower the mic a little. It's like really, like, pretty much swallowing. So let's lower it just a little. Okay, so you might be wondering what exactly it is that I've been up to. This account, I've not really released official updates. I don't know if I have or not. We got barracks going up to CWA. We just finished the armory, and we've got the heavy artillery and the rifles going up. Notice how I have second. How I have 1,000 crowns. Ah, that's really thick. Notice I have 1,000 crowns. That's swapping over to the British soon. I'm gonna do a nice little fancy swap. We've got the factory with 5 days, 19 hours left. That's gonna let me do things. I'm gonna be able to come in here and research heavy tanks is the first thing I want to do. Second thing is APCs. After that, I think what's gonna happen is I'm gonna mostly doing the rest of these. I want to get the supply carts done, the tanks done. I want to get the assault vehicles done, and then definitely these. These are high priority. It would probably be like these two. So it'd be like, let's see here, 1, 2. It would probably for me go 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 like this, and then maybe 8, or this would be 7, and then this could be 8. I don't know yet, but that would be the order that I would upgrade these in. Generals haven't really upgraded at all, and then the order for these is this is number 1. This is what I live on. This would be 2. This would be 3. That's it. I don't care about everything else. This actually would probably be 4, or this would be 4, and then this could be 5, and this could be 5. Because I actually need these for filling war bases, and then this would be good to try to see if they would work with the British rifles, but we'll see how that works. Swapping to British rifles. Why are you such a sellout, Axe? Deal is, I find that having the rifles have +1 range is just I have to have it. I have to have it. I've been watching a lot of battles where some people use Korean rifles, some people use Chinese rifles like me. I've played with Germans, and I just think I value having the rifles approach at the same distance as the howitzers. I think I just value that way much more. So it's just something that I definitely think would be good. Because you can start, like, let's say there's a mortar right here, you can drop your rifles, like, right here. And they would still be able to maintain, like, the range. And you can just, like, you would still probably have to decoy or plane for this. But if I drop my Chinese rifles, they would be dropped, like, here. And then it's just, like, this thing immediately fires at them. It's just not fair. So I have to account for that. And it's really nice. Chow. That's a great name. Sure. Pretty soon we'll have a guest on here. Like in 5 minutes, if get them to show up. Might have Clint on. If there's anything wrong with my audio, please let me know. Quality should be extremely good. It's like it's over 3 times better as far as stream quality this time. Excited about I have something in my throat. It's weird. Ooh, that's a pretty base. With decent loot, I could probably hit. Oh, it's a cute little 4-corner. Oh, that's adorable. Let's go for it. Why not? You guys want to see a show, right? I'm gonna drop 2 right here. I'm gonna drop 1, and I'm gonna drop 1 down here. What I'm gonna do right off the bat is send 2 planes in here, send 2 planes here. I'm gonna wait till everyone breaks in real quick, and then I'm gonna rally this guy. I have people that are gonna be... They need to be. 2, 1, 2. I like to just sit on an empty card here, just so I don't, drop anything by mistake. That's fine. Also, we need to kill here. What has to die? You're taking a lot of damage, so let me send 1, 1. Yep. Ace this week, I figured his, whatchamacallit, his, anti-air would take, 2 shots like that. Man, this space is going down pretty fast. It's almost like we know what we're doing. Okay, so he's gonna go attack the castle, right? Oh no, you're gonna attack this guy. Here we go. Is there anything in the corner? Nope, there's not. Actually, I'm gonna drop another one here. Oh, that's why our planes are so low. They've got a tower blessing on. See, I didn't notice that before. I just thought, oh, it's just gonna be... And that's actually incorrect to send a plane there, because these rifles do damage to the cavalry units. So that's incorrect, but it's fine. We can make up for it. Delicious. So that base is destroyed there pretty quickly, I would say. There was a group. Hi, Velveeta. I just noticed your question. Her question is, you're going to have to tell me how you got Comcast to waive that deposit. So when you start a new Comcast account, they usually run a credit check on you. If you have extremely good credit, usually they won't make you pay this $100 deposit fee. It's just sort of to say that if anything happens, we can take the money out of this deposit fee that you've given us to pay for your service, so that, because people with bad credit tend, like, your credit, if no one knows here, your credit tends to be correlated with how trustworthy you are. That's how the world works nowadays. So if you have horrible credit, these companies like to run a credit check. Now the credit checks that I know of is that they run a credit check to check that you don't have any like outstanding fees with that company, like with Comcast, but I think that your actual credit check, like your FICO score, your all these other scores, whatever, that they get jumbled into one number. Well, there's like three different like places you can get like credit scores from, but whatever they pull the whatever they're affiliated with, whatever they look up and pull your number, I think they make you pay $100 deposit if you have like really crappy credit. So for me, the way I was able to get that waived was I went to Walmart, and this is the second time it's happened now, third time I think, and I talked to a representative that they were trying to sell extended packages there. Like I literally, all I had to do, it's like Pokemon when you have the guy that walks through a little forest and he just finds a Pokemon and you battle right there. I was just walking through Walmart on my way to the electronics section to buy this microphone, and I find this guy and he pulls me to the side. He's like, hey, I wanted to ask you, what's your internet? And I'm like, oh, I know this. I've been looking for you guys. I've been hunting you guys down. I called you guys on your phone. You didn't answer. I'm so glad you're here. And so I told him the whole thing. His boss actually hooked me up, and he knew his, like, he talked to his boss and they verified, so he pretty much got me on the 100 down 15 up plan for $49.99, but $45.99 with the or $44.99 with the if I do this eco bill, which is I just pay for it monthly and it just takes it automatically out of my credit card. And so when I went on there, I told him, hey, last time I talked to the lady, she said she would waive the deposit for me. Can you do that still? He's like, oh dude, absolutely, we got you. So they waived the deposit fee, and here I am. You have to just talk to them like in person and just do that. Um, if you do it like at Walmart, if they're doing these promos that they like to like sell to people, because the way she worked, she was the supervisor, so she just makes money just because she's a supervisor. He though makes money as a commission, so she transferred the whole thing to him because he makes it off commission. He needs it more than she does. To her, it's just hourly job. To him, it's a commission based job. So that's how she transfers. Really nice lady, really nice group of people. But he was able to set me up. He's like, the way I make commission is every time a customer comes in and I help them find something, like I help hook them up or something like that, and I get them prices every time they pay monthly, I get a commission off of that. So that's how that works for them. So they could, essentially make a lot of money if they got a lot of people that they could pull off. So the whole point was that they were willing to work with me, and it didn't matter if they waived the fee or not, whatever got me through the door. So that's all that matters to them, because they get paid off of that. So that's how I was able to do that. When you go in and you see them at Walmart or Target or wherever they are at, and you see them doing that, just make sure that talk to them. They'll work with you because they're trying to get that commission. They want that money. So, it's a percentage of like monthly bill or something. So they'll waive whatever they have to get you through the door. The way I did it was yeah, that's how I did it. Yep. Let's see. Yeah, glad I answered your question. So that's kind of how I did it. So yeah, I'm gonna have to keep doing this. I hate this. I have this second headset. I have the wireless headset on top of my ears because I think the music is a lot better on it, and then I have the wired one on my neck with the microphone at my mouth. There's a fan in here, and the last time I tried streaming, the last 100 times or whatever I've tried streaming, there's a fan, and my laptop microphone picks up the fan like nothing else. Like, it's got the most sensitive microphone because the microphone is actually sitting where the webcam is, and when you open up a laptop, you have the screen, and the webcam is usually right above the screen. So that like microphone picks everything up. So you need I think a direct microphone. Like I have a microphone that's sitting in Jacksonville, my uncle's house, who's failed to ship it, but it's a $120 one of those microphone. It's a Blue Yeti Pro, and it's just like a standstill microphone, and that can be set to only pick up my voice in a certain direction, and I can just do that. But with this, I have it just at my mouth, so it sounds a lot better. Yeah, Chris helped me set up the sound, so I should honestly give shouts out to him and thank him for that. He helped me set up the noise gate, noise suppression. Arya's probably gonna come in here and go, guys, I still have a problem with Alexa sound, and I'm just gonna tell her, Arya, too bad. Because actually, you know what? I actually wouldn't say that because I haven't tested the sound yet, so this is the test. So I actually would need her right now to tell me if it's good or bad, because I actually need the feedback, because I have no idea. I haven't recorded or anything in this. Anyways, let me start attacking because I'm like just scrolling to the screen and it gets boring for you guys. but the quality of the stream right now is we're streaming at a full um, 2500 kilobits per second, which is I think 720p. There's different qualities of it, but an average 720p stream on YouTube is anywhere from 2500 to 3000. I'll jack it up to 3000 after I watch the stream back and see how it works. What I was streaming at before was a 480p. So when you look at pixels and resolutions, you have I think back when YouTube first came out, it was 240p was what a lot of videos were able to be seen at. Then they evolved to 360p, which is a little bit better. Then they have 480p, which is like what phones had around like 2011, 2012ish era. And then 720p is right underneath 1080p. Now I could stream at 1080p, but I don't think that a lot of people would be able to watch it. 720 is just a very universal resolution to stream at, so stream at that. So here's a crazy thing, right? I'm in Prodigal Thieves. Magenia is in USAE. My chat is still bugged, and I have not been able to request troops at all. And I can do challenges, but only I can attack the challenge. No one else can attack the challenge, apparently. As far as donations, it's just an if. It's like sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. So I don't know. So I have no idea. No idea. So getting my offense up. Just relax, we're gonna start getting the dock. I'm gonna start doing expeditions. Relax, your defense, you're also worried. Yeah, but okay. Actually went up against their base. These guys, I don't know if this is the guy's base I went up against. Probably. Is it? Does he have the here? I highly doubt it. It's not, because he had a level 5 bunker. So yeah, I'm working on offense a lot. Getting into my dock expeditions, because all that matters for me is being able to start on boards. I don't even care if people destroy my base. Like, the last few alliances I've been in, I was in San Tokyo. Just before this, I was in USA Elite for 2.5 weeks. And then I was Den of Thieves, and then before that I was in Prodigal Thieves. So say Elite, I actually did look. I was in the Baby Alliance to see if they would 5-star my base, just because I was curious. I ran like 2 defense coalitions half the time, and yeah, they destroyed it or no, they destroyed it. It didn't matter to me. I got to USAE, their actual like big boy. I didn't care. I never looked at my base if it got destroyed or not. I just assumed that every single opponent that would 5-star my base. My biggest concern was, can I 5-star the bases? And I was able to 5-star their bases, except until I took a chance on a 240 base with 3 level or 3 level 7 defense coalitions. I felt outnumbered. I felt, you know what, I'll take the chance, and I completely bombed that attack. So that was awful. This last 4, I was in San Tokyo, and there was a base that just was not crafted. So you know how people, when they get like salty would mean and said about something, but there's nothing you can do about it, because let's say you fail an attack, you start talking trash about the person's base you failed on. That's what salty is, when you just get annoyed and you just get very toxic in that moment. So, not to sound salty, but the guy's base that I took out, the layout, legit, no joke, was not a very good layout. It's just the way I planned the attack is awful. I should have realized that they were going to have stronghold troops, and I didn't. So I didn't decoy the stronghold, because I started off on we had like this diamond base where it was like 2 boxes and like diagonals, and it was just like a giant, like, you know, you can attack it from 2 sides, right? At a town center and a city on each corner. Like, he had like, let me see if I can grab the yellow to show you guys. He had like a base that was kind of like this. It was like this. And so you have the Forbidden City here, and you have the TC here, and then he had the strong here, and then here is the forest line, right? And so I decided to drop the mercs here and a wall miner, and I just did not think that I should probably decoy here. So I didn't decoy, and when I dropped the army down here, I looked up and all of this is gone. Silo, which was sitting like right here, decided to go and target everything and just kill it. So it was like seconds. So that's not a good base layout. I think we can all agree on that. My plan of attack was awful because I should have at least decoyed. See, here's the thing. When in war, and you're the first attacker, is attacked, and you're getting like 200 glory, and they could lose 800, and they're level 10 alliance that you've played before, and you know they're like very into like loading strongholds, you need to think to yourself, should I be attacking this base knowing that there's going to be stuff in the stronghold? Just be bold and not care. You need to plan carefully. So the story is, every time you're the first attacker in a war, and you're like the first one to go in, it's like you're going into a dark tunnel and you don't know what's in there, always be safe. Just drop a decoy for the stronghold. No matter what. Once you get your practice of doing that, let's say you're the second guy attacking the war, and you find that their top, like, let's say their top, like, 6th guy has stronghold stuff, and he's running all defensive coalitions. Then you go, okay, all the guys running defensive coalitions are going to have stuff in the stronghold. Safe to bet that also the guys who are not in the top 10 are probably running, you know, stronghold troops. So you gotta just play towards that. I, being an idiot, didn't plan for that, so I screwed up my attack. I didn't really waste a lot of troops. I used a lot of the Janissary army sale. Didn't really waste much, but still, it was really dumb. Then my second hit, I got really upset with the first hit, so I went and hit their number 2. It was running like a defensive coalition, and I, like a very box space, you know, it's just cubicles everywhere, you know, working in the office, everyone's going, you know, working in there with that air conditioning box cubicle base, right? And I went and destroyed that in like a minute 58, and I'm like, see, there were stronghold troops there because of the first attack. If you went into the first attack knowing there's stronghold troops, you could at least 5-star that in like 3 minutes would have been just fine. So, the point of the story and the ramble is always don't play, I think what it is don't make the mistake that you know all the information. Attack a base. Play for the unknowns. Prepare for the worst case scenario. Because if you don't, it's gonna be like me where I lost 4 troop cards and 2 of them were premium. 0-star attack. So that's my story of the day. Let's see here. Still dropping, guys. I'm really sorry. That's why I'm talking a lot. It's because I'm dropping. I'm trying to drop down to about 1,000 medals. I don't go low. Just it's not worth it for me. I'd like to stay about 1,000 to 1,400. Sometimes 1,500. Back down. Should be about 12. Yeah, 1,200. Oh, I don't know if you guys saw my channel. Mrs. Lax took out a 254 CWA with that level 7 Egyptians. We went in hard on that base. So okay, so here's the problem with that base, or with that attack. A lot of people don't actually know the problem with that attack, and you may have noticed it, and I hope most people should have pointed it out in the comments. When I zoomed in at the bottom, and I actually hit the bottom with the mercs and everything, I don't know if anybody noticed the fact that I dropped the strength of gladiator right on the rim of like the edge of where I dropped all the units, and only the level 10 general got it. So here's the problem I've been having. Strength of gladiator and decoy have the same color on the tray, right? I'm on the fly making like oh shoot, what's going on here? You are dying, my friend. Let me send some air support here. Let's kill all these guys here. So when I'm doing that, like on the fly, making decisions, dropping the stuff, and I was doing it on my iPad, so it's not like I'm gonna have any problems with the drop order or anything. The problem is that the 2 icons were orange, and so I was like, okay, decoy is strength of gladiator. That's why I dropped the strength of gladiator the way I did, because I thought it was a decoy. Because what I was gonna do was decoy another time, and live with that. And So every time I watch that attack and I look at that mistake, I keep thinking to myself, if you dropped the strength of Gladiator just a little bit south and it hit the elephants, the assault vehicles, the mercs, and the generals, that attack 100% would have been 30 seconds, at least 30 seconds faster. It really would have, I think. So. So yeah, that's the, let me see if I can put that up and I'll show you guys on stream how I screwed up on the attack, because that was a really good attack for sure. The guy's base, like I'm gonna say again, very awful. Very, a very awful layout. He had just a really bad. So let's see if I can see if I can retrain. So let me bring it over. Play it for you guys here. $720p this guy. So you see, so I'm gonna actually just keep. Did you see that? Okay. So you saw how I dropped Strength of Gladiator right here, and only this guy right here got hit with it. Let me use a different color so you guys can see. Saw how I dropped Strength of Gladiator right here, and only this guy got hit with it. The point is that I would drop a decoy right here, and that these guys would then come, and then I could give, look, because I have these are, you see these are the assault vehicles, and elephants are back here in the back here, so you guys can see. So yeah, so you can see that on this attack I have this right here. If this had gotten the Strength of Gladiator, I'm also German, so they're also 15% buffed on damage. This entire hit, instead of being 3 minutes and like, what is it? It was like 3 minutes and 20 seconds or something like that. Would have been under 3 minutes. So that's where I screwed up. Right there. That's where I screwed up right there, because that's not an excuse. That's just how it is. They look the same. But anyways, look at that. Anyways, I dropped the up here. As far as research on my Mrs. Ox account, I finally finished the howitzer. I'm working on the howitzer hit points, and just look at this damage. Like, look at this damage. Like, my howitzers on that account are doing more than my, like, CWA howitzers. Or more than they will be. You know, they're buff. These decoys. These decoys. These decoys. Like, you see this decoy here? To distract this guy, right? But you're gonna see that I'm really smart at doing. I actually throw a decoy down, I think here, to distract this guy and this guy, and then I throw a decoy here to distract this guy. Guess what? This guy can't hit. He cannot hit this decoy. This guy and this guy can't hit this decoy. So that's how I got through the boots. I just used really smart decoys. That's something I've been working on, is trying to find ways to use smart decoys. Yeah, look at that. That's one. So you see how I did that? Decoy here. So the stronghold attacks it. This guy, I don't think he's going to attack anything, so forget that. Actually, he's focusing on this one. This guy right here is going to focus on this one. This guy just can't do shit. And then this guy over here, focus on this guy. And, like, it just makes all of these guys have to go out. So look at this. It just leaves a nice little open, like, area right here. Guys to get into without getting hurt. This is open. This is free. This is great. This is what you want. So that's the that was the strategy right there. And then look, this opens up these guys right here to come and kill this guy. Actually, this guy killed it because he's strong as crap. Look, I still have the tank destroyers up. I mean, they're not gonna be alive much longer. They did their job. We killed the silo. I think the silo was sitting like, I think something like that. I don't know. Somewhere. It was sitting somewhere. It was somewhere. Hey, look at this hit. This decoy here was actually a decoy because this army right here is gonna move down here, and I wanted this guy to be firing away. I think I hit this decoy way too early, but it's alright. Just look at that. We send yeah, these guys are still, yeah, these guys are These guys are already being following path here. So actually, that decoy is actually really helpful there. That saved it. Yeah, 7 collision. This is really strong. Tanky these guys are. But this plane right here, doing that just now, saved this elephant. This elephant not dying is it destroys the Forbidden City in the end. How low he is. I'm gonna heal him a bit. I'm gonna, fast forward the attack here because I don't think you guys want to watch the rest of it. So it's a really good hit. I think it was very, very good. So that was one of my probably proudest moments in the game. Was able to take out a 250. What is it? 250 something. Cold War age with level 7 Egyptians with Mrs. Lax. This is okay. That's some days I sit on that account and I get angry that I didn't swap to British, but other days I'm hella thankful because all of my mercenaries, all of my troop cards, planes, everything gets Teutonic Fury, and it's so strong, especially for taking out a very bad layout but very very strong defensive building, um, base like that. So that was very nice. That's why I showed that, taking that guy out. He had level 7 militia, I had level 6s. So, he had one. It was a CWA. He was up there. He has his walls, everything. It's up there, but I wouldn't say he was a true CWA. I'd probably say he's still like an atomic, but still, very good hit. So that was a war hit that I am very, very proud of. And I can't emphasize how proud of that. Oh, wait, that's Clint. Hey, what's up, dude?
Hey, what's up, man?
Not much. How you doing?
Just hanging in there. Long Monday.
Yep.
I didn't really sleep last night. I think I ate too much meat.
Wait, too much meat?
Meat, yeah. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm trying to set this up on the fly.
You're fine. I'm trying to get my headphones to work and they're not. So that's what my deal is. You used to be fine.
Yeah, I just finished showing my Mrs. Lax attack on that 250 4 base or whatever it was.
Ooh, savage.
Yeah.
Savage. I'll have to scroll back and watch that thing.
I pointed out the things I did wrong. So something I've been having that's just more of a like small problem is have you noticed that decoy and like okay when you're doing things on the fly you don't tend to focus on like the detail of stuff. You just see like white is white, yellow is yellow, all the colors, whatever. When I'm going to the tray, decoy and strength of gladiator have the same color. So for me, I automatically assume strength of gladiator is a decoy. So I drop it in just like the worst spots ever.
Oh no!
So
So
on
you're
that,
catching like reaches.
so on that attack, I dropped the strength of gladiator where I wanted a decoy, and only one general, one level 10 general with like no HP got it, and like didn't make any use of it. And I had elephant,
Yeah.
I had stuff there, and they could have used it. I kept telling them if I dropped that strength of gladiator correctly, that attack would have been 30 seconds faster because the elephants and the assault vehicles and the generals and the other heavies I had down there would have taken out because the castle just spawned troops and we had a heavy tank MK4 out. I would have killed all of that in no time, but because I, yeah,
It happens.
yeah, a very clumsy move.
My big thing is like to think I have airplane selected
Mm-hmm.
and then triple dropping decoys. That's my
Ooh,
favorite.
ooh.
I like to do that one.
Yeah, I did that on a base and barely made it through with heavy tanks. I was like, fudge. There goes all my decoys.
I was so disappointed. I did it in the East versus West war against Dane
Ooh.
Glory and friggin' so close. I got 4 stars, like 85%. But if it wasn't for the triple decoy drop, I totally would have had him.
Did you
Lucky.
did you see anybody destroy Hydra's base?
Uh, no.
I saw one guy destroy Hydra's base. One guy do it. He used APC troop cards, and then USAE. We actually went up against a alliance called Swift. They're in the top like 15, and all of
Yeah, I've seen them.
their top
I
10
know all about
attackers.
them.
destroyed our guys, and the only thing they use is they use like they're all British. They use normal British comp, right? But they use 4 APC cards, and those 4 APC cards, there's like 4 APCs in each card. That's 16 APCs. They just walk through the base like it's nothing. Like it was just like,
That's crazy.
wow. I actually
I've
have
been dying to get,
I
dying to get
have
some more, but
on my
I
iPad. I
haven't
took
found them.
I took videos of all of the top 10 hits on our base from them, and I'm gonna upload it as unlisted so you guys and PT can watch it because that's gonna be really good, eye-opening. Like, wow, these guys like didn't use expensive cards; they use APCs of anything, of all things.
APC. I think is an awesome card, dude. I don't get them.
Yeah.
Like, is it from the dock or like where?
Yeah, you get them from the,
Four,
the
four APCs don't, four APCs don't come from the dock though. I thought it was like two at
I
max.
yeah, I think it might be. They had the I think they got the like they're not APC MK3s. They're like the white APCs. They look like they're like their own APC type, but they get. I think you buy them from like sales. I don't know when they have them though.
I've never seen them like in forever, literally.
So these guys were dumping like 4 APCs
So
per hit, and it wasn't just like the top 3. I have the top 10
this is the
attackers
other
doing
guy.
it. This is
This is
Swift.
the Swift guy.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
And like
Are we
I
on
don't know.
stream right now?
Yeah, I'm on stream. I don't know if you've seen
Okay.
Jag, Mag, and Russell's
There's a
base.
lot of I've seen a lot of Jag talk about that team.
Yeah, I don't know if you've seen like Jag, Mag, and Russell's bases, but they're like stacked. They have university like 99% done. So to see someone, and they all have like level 40 plus generals, so they're packed. So whenever I saw like their base take out with like all the elephants, the other thing that they did, Swifted, and I've been thinking about this, I just didn't know how to do it, is they would decoy the elephants, betray 2 elephants, and drop Strength of Gladiator on 2 elephants. Those 2 elephants would kill all the elephants. And I was just like, damn, that is very good usage of Strength of Gladiator. Holy crap. All of them did that.
Yeah.
All of them did. It's just like when not just one person, but the whole alliance is doing that same practice. Everyone's like caught up on like the latest and greatest ways to kill something. So
Yeah.
very good. So yeah, I traveled to USAE. I stayed in their baby alliance, Freedom, for a little bit. I was in the top 3 for that, like just as far as like ranking. And then when I hit USAE, the main alliance, I was what is it ranked?
Rank what?
Like I was ranked like 1, 2, or 3 because of my war weight, just how much capacity it takes up.
In the main one.
Oh, in the main one, I was ranked 12, I think. 11, 12. And they had like
Right on.
all their heavies on, so I was like ranked like 11, 12. I was like, wow, that's crazy. Okay.
Well, I've seen your base. You got some nice Cold War toys going. Like I DM'd you. You got your stables and fucking. You got all your. So all your towers are at AA now, which is awesome. And the CWA boost is massive.
Yeah.
I'm doing it right now. It's so sweet, dude. You just like roll through them. It feels like I just started a week or 2 ago, and I'm almost like I have 2 left. They just go so fast compared to other upgrades.
I have a new strat that I'm gonna implement on my base, effective immediately. I'm gonna grab the dock, level that thing to the max, and I'm gonna grab all the guys and put them in like right now. Okay, so like on stream, I have Leo going for the howitzer damage and hit points. I've got Sejong for the rifle and hit points, and I'm going on. I'm trying to work on Saladin when I can. Those are the only 3 university things I'm doing. The rest of the workers, I'm gonna put them all into expeditions to get troop cards. That's all I'm gonna do. Like screw defense building, screw everything. I'm gonna be doing generals when I can, and I'm just gonna go and just do offense. So I have a crap ton of troop cards. So if a base comes up, like a mega base, I'm prepared. Like that's what I'm trying to get to. I don't even care if I'm number 30 in our like PT lineup for war weight. I want to hit number 1 every time. Like I'm just at the point where
you should think about switching your you should think about switching your Atomic Wonder to the expedition one.
Atomium? Is it?
No. That's the university one, which is also a good idea if you're doing
There's one
university.
Wait, there's one that gives you better.
I'm speaking. There's one that gives you quicker dock expeditions.
Oh, that's. I already have that. Sydney Opera House. Damn.
Okay, then you're all set then.
Yeah. I was gonna go into Atomium and just do university, but now that you mention that, I'm actually keep that instead. Yeah. Mrs. Lax got 4 elephants from like expeditions one week, and I was just like, okay, this needs to happen on my main account now. Like, okay,
Like archers?
yeah,
Wow,
yeah.
I didn't know they existed.
I was like, dude, or maybe they were the siege ones. I don't care, but either way, I used them in the war attacks and they were really good. I was like, dude, not on my main account just in case I get lucky. And I've seen the atomic ones, like the level 9, whatever it's called. Some people getting like APCs and like howitzers and stuff, and I'm like, I need that. Like, I need that now. I'm going super offense heavy just because I'm really addicted to how war is, and I know that to be successful in war, you have to have cards. So instead of paying for them, I'm just gonna do the free route.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yep. Switching to
Well, it's
British.
good. I'm glad you had a good time, and it's good to see you back, man. But
Yeah.
Alliance is excited. It's kind of shitty. The chat's all broken right now, but
It's been like that for like since Thursday, and I tried telling CS about it, but oh, chat is reset. We fixed the problem. No, you didn't. No, you didn't.
yeah, I know. I've heard there's ways to push it out by typing like a million messages, but like no, this chat used to be on Forge, but yeah, um, and then something about leaving and coming back. I don't know. It's a whole thing. But Tin Soldier is on it. I've seen PMs that he's written
Yeah.
saying that they're actively doing something about it. So hopefully they get it resolved soon. But of course, it's just like hashtag next on move. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Like,
and oh man, I heard of people starting a new alliance this week. Could you imagine how much that would suck?
wait, them
No
doing
one
what?
that joins can chat. Like people that just happen to start a new alliance since it happened. Like no one can chat when they join.
Oh, dude, oh, that would suck. Sucks.
Yeah.
Oh, that sucks.
How do you even do that?
Oh, that blows on another. Oh man, that sucks. That's like the Tower of Babel all over.
yeah. But yeah, I let the team. I don't know if you can see my chat, but I let the team know the situation.
Yeah, because I went to San Fran, Tokyo.
Hey, happy to see you. All that. So.
I went to visit San Fran, Tokyo with Doom Raider, and they. Okay, very sorry about that. Let me wait. That was a very annoying sound. Hey, Clint, just let me know when you're done making that sound, so I can, like, not mute you, because that's, like, the most obnoxious sound ever. Sorry. Like, send me a PM or something. That's a very, earful sound there. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, just let me know. Oh, okay. Our ears as a stream were like, please make it stop, make it stop. So, it's fine.
How's that?
It's fine. Oh shoot, sorry guys. Somehow, another, a HDMI cable came loose there. It was really funny because in USA Elite, um, they have like, I want to say a third of them are all heavy tank attackers, and they all have like max Leo, and they have like level 50 generals, right? But
Yeah.
the weird thing, here's the weird thing, right? They like what they'll do like British like rifle and howitzer comps for multiplayer, and then they'll swap to heavy tank attacks for and I'm like, wait, that's like the opposite. Like you're supposed to heavy tank for like multiplayer, and then swap to your like rifle and howitzer comp for like World War. It's like, why not just go German at that point? That's what you guys are doing. And it was just like,
Yeah. Why wouldn't they?
that's so weird. Some of them, and like some of them, I was asking like, do you guys do like rifle howitzer comps for like wars ever? Like, do you think about it? And they're like, no, we just do heavy tank for war, British rifle comp for like multiplayer. And I'm like,
Why wouldn't they just go German then? Like,
yeah, It's like I don't know. There was like two guys who were really strong.
German rifles with the 15% aren't shabby, so you can legit pull that
I think they were doing
combo
it just
and
for
just
the
use a few extra APC instead of tank or something, you know?
they were doing
It
it.
totally works.
Sleep. What's happened? Is YouTube okay right now? YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain streaming.
Uh-oh.
Streaming at audio stream. Second. Alright, give me a second, guys. I'm gonna stop the stream for a second and jack up the.
You getting yourself sorted?
Yeah, I had the old settings for. I had the old settings for audio, so I just jacked the audio up like tremendously, so it should be a lot better.
Jack it up. So how's life going, man? How's school?
Oh yeah, school's. Great. I've just been really inconsistent with it. Like the staff and everyone's trying to work, and then they're like, eventually they just said, just do online classes because you keep up with the material online, but you're just not showing up for the classes because it's like, yeah, it's just new for me, and I'm just having a hard time with like actually coming out here because I had to get on the bus and travel 2 hours every day to come to and from. So like, I'd rather just do.
Ooh, that's rough.
I'd rather just do online. And they said, okay,
Yeah,
well,
absolutely.
after this term, just do online. Because the last two classes I took, I passed all the online material. That's just where the class was based. But I had to come into class and actually like listen to lectures for the online material. And I was like, I'll just look it up on the internet and just watch the videos. Like, why do I have to come in? You know? So, yeah,
Well,
it's kind of weird.
don't dig yourself too much of a hole before you switch to online. Would be my only advice. You know, do the best you can and work with that. It sounds tough though, logistically, but
Like the IT,
you know.
the like technology classes that I take for the degree, yeah, I would say that it's much better to take those in class because the teacher, you can ask him a lot. Like, there's only 5 people in my class each time, max. So I can ask all the questions, and I usually end up asking all the questions because I want to know everything. And so he knows that. So he just kind of like answers and can get me on the right track, and that's cool. But if I do it online, I kind of miss out on that. So it just saves time to travel out there every time. Hour and
Yeah,
a
that's just too much time practically, though. You know what I mean? Like that cuts down your study time too, and all that kind of stuff. You know, it trickles down. So
and
it's not just that, really.
for me, I'm doing a it's a Excel accelerated course or accelerated plan. So what you would do in like 5 months, we do in so we're do each class in 1 month. So I'm trying to graduate it in like 3 years instead of an average 4. It's a good base. So
Well, that's cool. Very nice. Glad to hear it's going well, Lexi.
yeah, it's been fine. Can I rally on this? No, I can't. Yeah, I can't. Then I got the iPad from school, and it's an iPad 5. I was just like, oh hell yeah! I've been making all my war attacks on it, and it definitely makes a difference over your phone. It's a
Yeah,
huge
so much
difference.
better.
I got that whole desk thing that Saint was talking about, where you put it on a desk and you have like a mount for it, and it's just you sit there. I watch YouTube videos, watch podcasts, and I just raid.
I love how you did research for this. That's so lax.
I was like, how do people relax when they do this? And like, oh, they sit down with a cup of coffee, and they sit there and watch podcasts. I'm like, all right, I'm doing that.
Let me research how to relax.
So,
Love it.
so my phone, I would say, as far as quality, is a little. It's like the smoothness is as smooth as my phone. It's just that my phone isn't as consistent with the frame rate. So like on the iPad, always 100% smooth. Like there's just no jitter. On my phone,
Yeah,
occasionally there's just
jitter
something.
free, right?
Yeah,
And
and it's not.
the size
It's
helps too,
it's
though.
not even a pro. It's not even a pro. That's the thing. It's a 9.7, just like the lowest leveled iPad, but it's still fast enough. So
Well,
it's like
well, still a big upgrade, I'm sure.
so when I do my war tax, it's cool because when I do challenges, I can actually practice, and on the iPad, I can actually like think. Now my Android phone zooms out way more, but the iPad, I would take the smoothness and the consistency way over that. So it's decoys everything. It's like lanes just go in and it's like, wow, I can't. It's so smooth. First time I used it, I was like, wait, this is next level, guys. This is next level. This is
Blew my mind,
this is
man.
next level, guys. This is next level. So so. Let's see here. Oh, is this guy for real? Can I actually hit this? Okay, there's gonna be okay, if we drop down right here, we're gonna have to plane this guy or decoy, cause this is gonna hurt. Like knowing me, I'm gonna be dumb as crap and just drop in, see what happens. Drop up. There we go. Kill it. Oh, there you go. They think they can.
Nice.
Think they can stop me here, boys. They think they can stop me. Shoot, we gotta kill this guy here coming up. I might decoy here. I just don't want to have this guy take more damage than he needs to. Alright, I'm gonna drop a heal. Drop it up because they're trying to move up. Okay, here we go. Got 6 up still. Yeah, I should probably be zooming out here to like territory. Drop this, kill this ASAP. No. Yeah, he's okay. Sorry for the background noise. Clint is starting to start up his own kitchen company, so he's just gonna get started on that.
I'm sorry.
He's working on the details. He's trying to get the Chef Gordon approval. You get this? Wait, what's left? Oh, got it. And that, guys, is how you drop in, like, still make it. It's like a boss. That's what that is. So I had to burn it. Said I. Oh, okay, decoy spots. So I actually pulled this off on my last attack, but here's what happened, right? So essentially, they had. Let's do it here. This is actually more. So what they had was they had a box here with a SH set, right? So it's like double sided, and they had like a garrison or something here, right? And then it was like another box that went like this, and then there's other stuff, but all of this was just like one, there's a wall here, there's a wall here, these are all walls, right? There was a gate, um, there was a gate on this side, so like this is a gate. So when the stronghold dropped, I'd put a decoy right here, and the stronghold troops just sat there. They just didn't know what to do. Like the only way for them to path was like this for the decoy, and like all they did was they just sat there. So my rifles picked them off. My catapults like just kind of like just splash damage like hurt them, and it just sat there like all like whatever, however many Janissary that 4 troop cards worth just sat there like a giant clob of them, and it just sat there the entire time. And like my rifles picked them off, killed them, and then we just went through and killed the rest. And so what I learned from that was if their travel to the actual decoy location is like really far, then I should decoy there because they'll just freeze. There's like some hidden mechanic like that. If they have to travel this obscene distance, they'll just freeze because they just can't. So there's something weird like that going on. Sorry, I know this stream is more of like I've been talking a lot, not really playing, so let me play now. We are now listening to the Hanson Modeling School, courtesy of Clint's music choice back in the day.
It was my dad's birthday last night, so
Nice. How was you know?
I have to dinner with them and do like my normal Sunday routine jam. So I didn't do all the stuff today, rather, but it was cool. Good dinner. He's good. All recovered from the rest now. Miraculous, to be honest. Based on what his doctor said, I don't want to be all morbid and go into it, but yeah, he's like 100% full recovery. He still has some like pain, but it's totally manageable. You know, out there golfing and doing his normal stuff. So pretty amazing. Yeah, it's really good stuff, man. Really, really lucky that happened. Can know how to until it happens, and you just gotta deal with it, you know. So that's one of those facts of life kind of thing. I'm just plugging away, working, doing my thing. Yeah, hanging out with friends, keeping it pretty mellow. Going to San Francisco for some horse races in a few weeks. Excited about that. Friggin' been golfing a bunch, trying to get back into that. I enjoyed it, and I haven't played for years. So yeah, trying to get good again, and then yeah, just work. Work kind of sucks, but you know, it's a grind. What are you gonna do? You get paid for a reason. So yeah, looking forward to my next traveling assignment though. I haven't been assigned to travel in a long time, and it's really like what keeps it diverse and different, you know. So yeah, I'm hoping that happens soon. But I'm kind of being transferred all over the place, doing all these different things, you know. For a brief minute at the moment, kind of displaced till July, I think, for budgetary reasons. So yeah, just kind of, I don't know, plugging away. And then working to get a dog here pretty soon, I think. So that'll be cool. Mm-hmm. You know, I don't have it solely focused on one single breed, but I'm totally cool with just, you know, adopting a kennel pooch chew. Just I have to have it be under 50 pounds for my homeowners association, and you know, not having a big yard and stuff. Living in downtown, I wouldn't necessarily want to get like a super big active dog because I don't think that necessarily be fair to the pooch. You know, not having a yard to roll around in. So I'm looking at like funny you should mention beagles. They're on my list, as are Boston Terriers, French Bulldogs, Basset Hounds. Yeah, a couple like, you know, Springer Spaniel or something like that. That might be a bit active as a honey dog, but French Bulldog, though they're super expensive, they're super cool. Um, yeah, right. I totally love the Basset though. I've always loved them since I was a kid. You know, actually got a Basset when I was growing up, but went with a short-haired pointer instead of Vizsla. So yeah, kind of working on that, just getting ready. It'll probably take me another month or two, and then I'm hoping around my birthday, maybe in August, I can get that sorted. I've been tracking it for almost, yeah. I've been tracking it for like what, August 2nd, day after. Yeah, that's crazy. Man, I was having fun with that account. I hope it maybe. No, I don't actually. I hope he takes it over and likes it. He was super excited with all the upgrades I did for him. When he left, he was industrial age still, and like didn't even have like Brandenburg and like all this like necessary stuff. You know what I mean? Like so, he hadn't touched rifle damage yet as a Brit. Like hadn't gotten howitzer damage. Oh, I was like, oh man, dude, what are you doing? So I got him almost max on rifle. I think it. I didn't. I went to damage first fatality, but what? Yeah, but I feel uncomfortable taking that as it's first to first. You know what I mean? And not yours directly. I don't know. I would prefer it to just be. Yeah, I think I prefer Mrs. Lax. Just yeah. I don't. I don't really know how to do it though, so we'll have to talk about it off stream sometime. Really? Okay. Cool. Sounds easy. I've always done it through the whole. Cool, man. Cool. Thank you, thank you. I'll probably take it to the den, to be honest. I need a presence over there. So, and do you mind if I change the name? Like the name on the account? Yeah. Yeah, you have to contact them and tell them it's a real name, but yeah, how will they know? All right. And thank you very much, man. I'm super excited. I really need to have a presence in the den. It allows me to go and, you know, be cool with friendly people occasionally. I don't know, like, I know PT misses me when I'm gone, so it's hard for me to travel with that account, as you know. I basically only do it for events and sneak out for a walk. Oh, oh no. Well, honest mistake, man. You know, I'm sure it's fine. They're cool. They understand. You know, I know Jack's great people. I don't know Mahenia well, but I've heard nothing but great things from you. And you know,
Have you ever been so lazy you didn't want to make no bake cookies, so you just bought them?
Ambria.
You're like, oh my gosh, that's so sexy. Oh, that's just Ambria. These are amazing.
Oh shoot, I'm sorry guys. I had my mic muted for stream. Sorry.
What are you eating there, Ambria?
No bake cookies?
Oh, that does sound good.
No, it doesn't. Being that I've been without sugar since November.
What? What are you doing that for?
I had a cheat day today.
Are you trying to lose weight?
No, just trying to be healthy.
Respectable.
So how should I say it, Clint?
I'm typing you right now.
Okay. I mean, we can handle it however you want to handle it. As discreet or not.
So.
I was thinking that too, Clint.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah, I think it's the best way to go.
So
It would cause the least amount of issues. You know?
survive plane. Yes. That plane almost died.
That I can make that work too. Together. Give me a few minutes and I'll do it. I'll be back, guys.
Cool.
If I don't,
Okay,
I
bye,
might go to
Amber.
the gym. I don't know. I'm feeling kind of bad for eating. See, I got this pack of no bakes, so I take them to work and give them all the guys and girls, and I get fat. And I have 2 left, and they're not gonna make it to work. I got them an hour and a half ago.
Well, there you
Yep.
go. I'd probably be in the same boat, to be honest. Mash.
Yeah. Hey, I'll be back.
I haven't heard your lovely voice in a while. Amber. It's been a while.
And with that, he was gone. Kaiser Sosa style.
He was the cripple the entire time. That movie completely like brain fucked me the first time I watched it. I had to watch it 3 times. I was like, wait, okay, I got it.
You got there.
Dude, so
Eventually,
it's funny that it's funny that Mira posted the her completion of 500 expeditions, because when I was in USA Elite, they were like, Jack's like, so has anybody completed this achievement? And I was just like, I know one person, but like everyone was posting their like, you know, how many, 100, 150, 200. I saw 250, that was it. I was like, damn, Mira's like, she's completed that probably before anybody has. Like, it's crazy.
I have to agree. I know she has the wonder and has been laser focused on it. So
Yeah, 500 expeditions, guys. That's like you have to be working on that for like a year. That's insane.
yeah, super
That's
crazy, right?
insane. Even with the like Sydney Opera House, that's still like a year of expeditions. That's insane.
Yeah. And like doing low level ones, you know, and like quick ones, and being super focused on it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's absolutely insane.
Super focused and dedicated. Very impressive.
Very impressive for sure. Oh my god. But if once my chat starts working, I'm gonna visit San Fran, Tokyo for a week, because I visited, but I didn't really like stay for long because of the chat bug. I couldn't read anything. But they seem like a cool bunch, so I'll just go back and visit them, and then just come back and just stay here. Just
Well, whatever you want to do, buddy. Always great to have you.
you know, it's really cool though because some alliances don't really take war that's like so PT's like Article Thieves like I guess mission statement or not even okay not even that but like the things that they believe in is offense first, right? Because I've been so addicted to doing wars and I've been doing pretty well at them. I would say I've been doing pretty good at them. I'm so hooked on wars right now that I want to be around people who are doing the same thing, going offense first. So like you have no idea how I've just been like Peter, just last and then go back to PT and just enjoy it. Like just go back home. That's what they believe in over there. Because like San Francisco, they're talking about it. Like guys, why are we so focused on defense? Let's try to work on offense so we can lower our war. Sounds like another that I've been in before. Let's see here.
I know, it's so funny. All this stuff is like so, it's what we've been doing for years. You know what I mean?
It's
Not
like
for like extreme routes. Like we bring up defense.
but they were talking about their war weight, and I was like, okay. And then they're like, why are we doing all these defensive upgrade guys? Like we're not able to keep up with some of these wars. Why don't we just start doing uni upgrades for offense? Holy crap, that's like. And then like USA Elite, they're the way that they do wars is they said you when you pick your targets, you decide if you can hit that target with like with what coalitions. And if you can't go defense, then don't worry about it because Jag and Mag are such strong hitters. They can go like 3D and still hit in the top 10. Like that's just how they are. So
yeah, that's crazy.
So like, because they have troop cards like out the butt, so they can just But when they do that, like some guys, like one guy like struggled, and they told him if you can't handle two defense ones or even one, just go all. It'll help your times when you attack. It'll help everything. And like if they come and attack your base, don't worry. Us top 5 will go all D, and we can handle the their attacks. You guys focus on your attacks. That's what they told us, and I was like,
yeah, no, absolutely. It's a smart way to go. The top goes D, mids go offense. It's just
Except like with you guys, you guys have a different strat, which I won't reveal. But some of these other alliances, their strat is you pick your target and you figure it out based on your target. Other people go like our 1, 2, and 5 are like our strongest guys. They go defense, and some other ones are just whatever. But I like it when you have like what you guys do in PT, where it's like set, thing. So.
Whatever works for every alliance, but we definitely have our jam and have for a while.
Yeah. So yeah, but I
definitely. I think the vibe works for us too, as far as like having it pretty loose and mellow, as far as just know your limits and call what you want and fire away.
Yeah.
We're super casual as far as that goes. I mean, shoot, we haven't even done like a sell strategy in months. I don't think.
Yeah, that's what USA Elite does. Is they do cells. So
we've just been together for so long, and we all know our own abilities. It's really just, it wouldn't make sense. It would have to be so micromanaging and detailed. It just wouldn't be fun, really, because it would be that and just.
But they've been doing cells for so long though. That's the thing. So when I went back, I actually have documents on Google of like old members and the old. I showed Jag. I was like, dude, do you remember this? Sending this out. He's like, yeah, dude, that was back in like 2015. I was like, you guys, do you guys still do wars like this? He's like, yeah, very similar. We do cell style, and you call your targets. And I'm like, yeah,
whatever works,
No?
Whatever works in your crew. Why change if it isn't broken?
Some alliances are very old school. Oh, the one was there's a guy from Outlaws. He said that he was part of a few other alliances, and he was telling us that like they will not like if you tell them, hey, for the silo, when you go to war with silo, stick all your heavies in one corner and drop your other army somewhere else. They are so stubborn, they will not do that, but they complain every time they fail a silo base. And he was talking about his frustrations with them, which is why he moved to Last Outlaws, because he saw Chris on the live stream. And I was just like, dude, I can't imagine going into an alliance, trying to help them, and them just saying, dude, our way's better than yours, but yeah, we 1-star and you 5-star. Like, it's like, I could not handle that, dude. No.
Like, yeah, that's pretty interesting sometimes.
I could not. Ooh, porcelain. Let's go.
I actually recently passed on some of our mantra, if you will, to another team, a really cool team in the community.
What team?
I'm friends with. I'd rather not say it.
Yeah.
But I guess this person took it to the team, and they kind of like, the response was so shocking that he ended up leaving that team just because they wouldn't
Wait,
think
wait.
about
What do you?
entertaining new thoughts because they've been struggling and you know getting killed on matchups and all this stuff. And so I just trying to help, and
Yeah.
the guy was just so frustrated that they wouldn't even entertain trying new stuff.
I think what it is some when you go teach someone something, their expectation is that you're there to learn from them, not the other way around. And so there's like this thing in people where they're like, you can't teach me, I know everything. And it's like, no, then why'd you ask me to come over? Like, you guys ever watch those like kitchen nightmares with like Chef Gordon Ramsay, and he goes into those kitchens and they think they know everything, but they're like kitchen runs like shit? Like, it's like that.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, no one wants to go to the restaurant, their food is awful, they get horrible reviews, but they think they know everything. The chefs think they cook it right. And then, he finds, and so that some alliances are like that. They just think that they know everything. And not to say that, they could teach you something, but for the most part, your formula for it, your formula for attacking is what they need to learn, but they don't want that. They think that you need to learn their way first, and it's like, sorry, but that's not.
More than just like they're resistant to it, or think they know a better idea, or like I'm sure there's a bevy of reasons.
Or maybe it's like for men, it's like a sign of weakness that you're being, so forthcoming, and that you're being so vulnerable. It's like, it's like, what the heck, man? It's weird.
I wasn't involved in it at all, thank God. But like, I kind of felt bad. He ended up leaving, but he was just so frustrated because like he understood what I was trying to say and was like, "Oh man, this is gonna work and be a solution for us." If we work at it for a few months and stuff, like it'll eventually pay off as a team. And like, I think he was really excited about it, and then just so deflated when he went there. And they're just like, "No, like we're gonna do this other way."
Yeah.
Like, man, like, and just the way it was put, more so.
Yeah. You know what I'll say that it's very. Probably the most amazing thing at Sanford Tokyo was the level of university those like guys have. Like, they have like probably 10 people there who just finished the last year, some number like that. Like, they just have all they do is they just raid, and like a lot of them have they're French and they use French tanks to raid or whatever. But their dedication for raiding mass resources like that is insane. So like, I sat there and I caught bits and pieces of their chat, and I was like, wait, you're telling me that like 10 people here already have like Selassie and Amelia done? Holy shit! Whoa, damn, that's impressive. Damn, that's insane.
That is impressive.
Maybe it's not 10, but it's still like like an obscene amount of number. I was just like, damn, these people are like, crap, dedicated. So like, once they figure out the formula for silos, they're golden. They're golden.
Oh.
They got their uni done. Like, that's the one thing about Doom Raider I like, is that his university is popping off. Like, he's got himself set up for the future, and that's what I don't have. I don't have that yet, so.
Yeah, me too. I'm working on it hard. But Mission Towers kind of got in the way a little bit. But really, all I'm working on is Amelia and Saladin right now.
Yeah, Amelia's gonna be my next focus. I had to just. It's like school. I just have to focus on it because I put it off so much.
Right? And that's how I am too. I don't even want to get started on Salisi because I need all my oil going to Amelia and stop screwing around and get it done.
Yeah. And there's like, so what happens with me is I'm thinking like, I'll have 5 workers available and I could put the oil into Amelia, and part of me is like, but what if I need upgrades for this? 7 days later, I'm still sitting at the same amount of oil. Like, dude, if I just put this oil into Amelia and stop worrying about the future, I would have been like 3-4 steps ahead. That's what happens. Yeah, it sucks.
Like, pipelines is huge. I need to get it. It makes a massive difference. Like, especially now that I'm taking on more of an attacker role at home back in ET.
Yep.
For various reasons. So
I saw
I actually really feel like I'm more balanced upgraded than I've ever been in the game. Looking at my base, like it's very much more defense heavy than I've ever been in my life.
I saw Allison's comment in Slack. She was like, "I just miss Silence and Mr. Lax so much. I just want our PT to be the same again." And I'm like, Allison, I miss you too, but the thing is, like, I just want to go. If I'm gonna be in PT, the first 2 weeks I'm gonna be there. I'm just gonna be quiet. Like, I'm just tired of like trying to make jokes and talking. I just sit and just sit.
You have much of a choice with the chat thing, anyways.
I just wanna sit and be left alone, just for a little. Like,
Yeah, man, just
I've been
relax.
been relaxed. I've just been vacationing at other people's alliances. I just want to come back, just clam up for a little bit, and then I'll open up eventually and make some weird comments that you'll just like run away from it. For now, I just want to relax.
Be in the den right now, anyway. So you're safe.
Because I was thinking about it, I was like, oh, that's right. I do miss like making awkward weird comments at Ali. I do miss that. Should get back to it sometime.
We all do in some way, and then we all don't in other ways. Good balance, though.
The problem is that like going to other alliances, like I want to be myself like that, but I just don't feel comfortable. So okay, here's the thing. Do you remember how like we have a lot of people that come visit PT and they leave because it's like I don't know if I can hang with you guys. I'm gonna go get my offense done. That's exactly how I felt at USA Elite, because they all used troop cards and I just didn't feel like I could keep up with like the money being spent there. And I was like, maybe I'll just come back when I'm like more fit. And I was like, wait, I understand why they leave PT now. They feel they can't hang. Like, whoa. And they kept telling me, Mag and Jack were like, no, Lex, it's okay, you can stay here, like, we'll work this out. I'm like, no, I just feel like can't hang here, guys.
Well, you missed us too. Stop.
Shoot.
And the Allison comments and such.
Nope.
Jarzy.
Silence, I haven't seen him in ages. I always try to go back and see if he's, like, alive, and he's just not. He's pretty busy, right?
I think he has a lot of real life stuff going on right now. He's been pretty silent, actually.
He's pretty silent.
I can't resist.
What really cool is, I was watching the heavy tankers that attacked in USAE, and when I watched their attacks, I want to say 4 out of 5 times I could guess how they were going to attack the base. And then usually they would add like a troop card or something that would just like to blow me by surprise, but I sat there going, wait, like I haven't warred heavy tank like a lot, but I can think like these guys do. Like that's awesome. Like that's a huge compliment for myself that I can, think like these guys who heavy tank then wars 24/7. So it was really cool. I miss. Oh my god, really? These houses, like who has these houses out here like this? God. Have you seen the new cheats, Clint? People have the attack speed cheat that they're using now.
No, I haven't.
So,
I'm really bad at identifying
so I was reading this post about how people figured out that like you could do this attack speed cheat. I don't know how to do it. I always refrain from understanding how because I don't want to get in trouble with it. But you can like they had these attacks where these guys had these like artilleries that were just like firing like bam, 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 bam. Like there was like a machine gun fire. Like they just were hitting shots so quickly, and they were hard. Like I mean, they had max like Aztecs and stuff. Like they were just they like 3-shot like a town center. It was insane. But they jacked up the like attack speed of all of their like I think it was a howitzers, bazookas were attack speed buffed, and they also had like something else that was attack speed buff. It was disgusting. They also have I saw the heavy tank cheat where like this guy had heavy tank that like 2-shot a level 16 wall that had like Indians on it and had max Saladin, and it was just like what the fuck. Like, like I even know the damage of heavy tanks, even with like max like everything, like war coalitions everything, like Teutonic Fury. There's no way you're gonna 2-shot a max Saladin, max Indian wall. Like you're gonna probably sit there for 6-7 shots.
I think it's just a damage. I think it's just a damage boost, dude. To everything.
So like they know that we have replays and they know they're gonna get caught eventually, but they just do it. And I think it's
yeah. I mean, of course, that's the whole mentality of Gers or whatever. But it's like when you see planes go over and take out a max silo with one pass.
yeah.
You know? I think it's the same one.
The guy that was doing the math for the heavy tank, his math was extremely off on the heavy tank, but I understood where he was going, where like there's no way it would be able to do this amount of damage because this is how the damage works for it. Like I get that, it's just his math was wrong, but like yeah, you're right. It would take like 12-13 shots probably just to go through a wall like that. There's no way.
Right.
There's just no way. Germans, ooh, salt, let's go. I like this base layout. This is okay, for those people out there watching the stream, you're gonna create a base. Stop heavy tank attackers. Do not make this base layout because you would want the anti-tank guns in the middle of these 4 like anti-airs, because look at me, I can just go around them. Like I don't have to go through at all. Like it just doesn't hurt. This is so bad. Like this plane right here got chunked over on the top. That's it. Like I'm out, done. I'm gonna wait till send planes in for this and kill these 2. I'm probably gonna rally on this guy here. Just kill it. You know. See where I'm sitting at with Coalition or NTGs, because I should be almost full again, because I've been getting a lot of porcelain today, which is really good.
Hey, Clint,
Yep.
you're up.
Cool, baby. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. I'm reading it.
Oh, don't stress on it, man. You're up though. I kind of left a long one.
Alright guys, I think I'm gonna call the stream quits now. I know I stop my streams like all of a sudden like this every time. I'll try not to do that in the future, but I've been streaming for like an hour, say, and I'm just gonna go. So, thanks again for watching. My stream will be for this next month. So I decided to change the speeds a little bit to bring them down, but it should be this quality. Thanks for watching, and I will catch you guys on the next side.